Привет всем! Сегодня мы будем проходить Alan Wake на системе, которая была на тайтле к видео. Эта видеокарта не поддерживает официально эту игру. Она начала 2019 года выпуска. Но так как нет в ней мешшейдеров, поддержки мешшейдеры вышли в конце 19-го. Но игра запускается со стабильными 30 кадрами в секунду. Обязательно включение апскейлинга от AMD, как в игре, так и в видеокарте. У меня сломан микрофон, так поэтому сегодня комментировать само прохождение я не буду. Как только сделаю усилитель для микрофона, то тогда в процессе прохождения буду комментировать. Записываю видео прохождения первый раз для YouTube, поэтому особенно не ругайтесь. Если кому понравится видео, то я буду благодарен. Не понравится, тоже буду благодарен. Вот вы видите на экране при запуске появилось сообщение о том, что ваша видеокарта не поддерживает меш-шейдер, но игра все равно будет запускаться. Итак, погнали. Alan Wake. Запись начну с части, которая называется «Сердце», потому что решил записывать только когда дошел до части «Сердце». Не стану перезаписывать сначала. Рендеринг будет 1700, а монитор у меня 2К разрешением. Он будет скейлиться под 2К. Вы видите настройки, которые у меня на данный момент. Рендеринг текстур на ультра, на самом высшем качестве. Остальные средние и там кое-какие высшего. То есть на самых низких я не стал оставлять, но все равно игра будет в стабильных 30 FPS.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. The same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Такие заявления разработчиков. Игра отлично работает на 2К разрешении. На видеокарте 5 поколения. Так что попробую не врать. Просадки нет никакой.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
That's all for now.
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Clean as my ass.
Посмотрим вот этот документик. Конечно, выдумали написание вмешательства. Интересно, у кого есть что-нибудь? По мне так графика, конечно, имеет непонятные блики, переливания. Но это возможно из-за того, что на карта устаревшая. Игра очень не понравилась. Пока. Вот эти проходы через ветки.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
Никак
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Очень красиво, красиво.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
Пойдем.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Что за картинки появляются сами собой. Я даже не фотографирую. Что-то интересное. Очень интересно. Что интересно. Мы рассмотрели. Идем дальше. Там наши ссылки, там наши ссылки. Игра супер интересная. Но вот эти деревья мне нравятся. Очень реалистично. Очень вообще. Супер.
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Hey, Logan's birthday is coming up. I need toy ideas.
Toys. She's 14, Casey.
Okay, so what'll I get her?
Get her a book. Something weird and dark. Maybe that'll get her back into reading. Maybe I should call David, see how Logan's doing.
They're fine, Anderson. What's got you so worried?
I just feel bad being gone so long. I've never taken a case this far from them.
They can manage without you for a few days.
There's another lunchbox. This is a good case so far, don't you think?
Cases aren't good or bad, Anderson. They're just cases.
Okay, sure. But you have to admit, this one is particularly interesting.
Больше не иду.
Another one of those lunch boxes. The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
Продолжим дальше. Сейчас мы сделаем.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. Nope.
На этом буду заканчивать свое видео. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Обязательно будет продолжение. Всем пока.